Welcome everyone. Today we have something truly special to share with all those out there on a path of spiritual and physical wellness. First, for all the amazing women out there, we have the Divine Feminine Package. This package is designed to honor and celebrate the sacred feminine within each and every one of us. And let's not forget the incredible benefits of the HIFU treatment included in this package. HIFU, or High Intensity Focused Ultrasound, is a breakthrough for vaginal rejuvenation, increased sensitivity. Say goodbye to dryness and urinary incontinence.
Absolutely, Laura. And included in this package is 2 days of our complete combined healing therapy system, along with the rejuvenation HIFU treatment. We've also included a special meditation to reconnect your sacred femininity. It's a beautiful opportunity for you to nourish your inner goddess. And as a bonus, we are offering a complimentary head, neck, and shoulder massage to further enhance your relaxation and well-being. Plus, you will also receive a comprehensive body composition scanning for posture and composition analysis. It's also about empowering you to understand and embrace your unique journey.
Revitalize your inner and outer well-being with our Divine Feminine Package. It's an incredible opportunity to experience deep healing and reconnect with your feminine power.
Trust us, it's worth every penny for this transformation and empowerment you'll experience.
Welcome everybody. We're back. Dale Tobin and myself. Dale from Symmetry of Health, myself from Two Feathers Medicine, and most of you know we're in the Galactic Historian team as well. So we're really excited to do this because Dale's staying with me at the moment, and when we both get together we can do some really awesome work together. So Dale.
Hello everyone, great to be here, and this is the first Sunday service I've done with Laura. I'm really looking forward to this. So we've got in store for you, we've got the prayer of the now, and which is basically going to be like a meditation. Laura will be reading out the prayer. We'll also be doing direction clearing, self-clearing as well. So this is your own time to be able to listen to the words of what we're saying, come into a healing space and relax. And this show is about honoring prayer and how important prayer is for our own journeys to expand and allow ourselves to come out of the holes we find ourselves in at times. And that's what prayer has done for me. It's allowed me to remember the infinite and allowed me to remember why I'm truly here. And sometimes we need to go into prayer to get us out of the darkness or get us out of the program mode or the shame, blame and guilt. So Laura's done many Sunday services, all dedicated to showing you that there is a way out. It's about allowing yourself to reach that personal faith, personal growth center again.
Prayer is your connection to the unseen, your connection to the ancestors, to whatever your internal belief is in the unseen world. Prayer, the out loud prayer, name it to claim it, you would have heard Andrew's words, the name it to claim it practice, where you speak your heart words or your heart mind words, and you connect with those in the unseen that you want to talk to, and know that all prayers are heard. And prayers can be a meditation today, which is what we're going to do for you. We want to create for you this sacred space, this place for you that is relaxing, that brings you back to you, that slows down the outside world with all its busyness and our lists of things to do. So some of you are just getting up. Some of you, it's the middle of the day, and for others in the UK, we're getting into the evening. Whatever time of day it is, wherever you are, try and stop, just for this half hour or so while we do this prayer. Just relax. You can close your eyes. Dale's going to create a sacred space for us. We're going to take you into a special place. And the prayer today, we've called it Prayer of the Now because there's many of these new energies coming to the planet. You can call it in the form of solar flares, the CMEs from the sun, whatever. Things are changing. We are changing. And the Prayer of the Now recognizes that change and tells us what we can do with those incoming energies. It gives us choices. Everything is your free will choice. So, Dale, do you want to open some space for us? Everybody relax.
So what I'd like to just say quickly before we open space, I've got a very special event coming up in July. So in July, we've got the psychic surgery training, which is on the 12th, on the 13th and 14th of July, 6 till 9 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're feeling stuck or you're wanting to expand yourself through psychic surgery has changed my own life, and it's something I've been doing for a very long time. I've had many thousands of sessions and allowed myself to come into a new space where I'm able to teach this to people, to advance their own selves, to enable them to feel great within energy healing. So the training will include light generation, advanced energy clearing, soul retrieval and entity clearing, ancestral balancing, how to read a client's energy field correctly, chakra recalibration surgery, self-psychic surgery treatments for your own self, treatments for clients to undergo the journey of being a grounded practitioner, also working with the psychic surgery team of ancestors, creating a zone of trust with your ancestors, guides and guardians, allowing them to work with you on the journey as well. So you'll also receive a booklet as well about the inner work and being grounded, because one of the main things I have learned throughout the years is you have to be able to balance other parts of the work to be grounded within your own practice. So there'll also be 1 degree of separation, fire ceremonies of how to disconnect from your client's energy fields so they're not affecting your dream worlds or your other blue bodies are out healing them. So it's enabling you to be a grounded practitioner of the self. And if you want to go into that journey of being a practitioner of others, it's only £600. So you'll be able to get your money back in 6 or 7 sessions straight away. So if you're looking to expand the journey, if you've learned Reiki before, or even if you haven't learned energy healing before, allow yourself to come into this summer solstice and learn psychic surgery with myself. Thank you.
Well, I've done the course, Dale's basic psychic surgery course, which is life-changing. Many of you may remember that Andrew gave Dale the Grandmaster cloak for his psychic surgery, as he can achieve incredible results. And whatever level practitioner you are, learning this is just going to enhance your journey. Whether you're like me, you've done Reiki and CST or just energy work, whatever. This is a really good skill to have in your toolbox. It's so much more than you can sort of see on the screen. There's so much more there.
Beautiful, thank you. So we're going to be going into the first part where we're going to be allowing a relaxation process, a direction process. So I'm going to take you through a few techniques of body relaxation, and I'm going to be also bringing in the directions so we can create a sacred space as we go through this. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to breathe, and I'd like you to take 5 slow, deep breaths and just close the eyes slowly. And just allow yourself to feel the rhythm of your breath. Feel the rhythm of the body. How is my body feeling? Allowing a self-analysis to come forward in you. How am I feeling? How's my legs feeling? How's my heart feeling today? Am I overwhelmed? Am I ungrounded? These are some of the analysis you have to ask yourself and go through this internal receiving of how you are in the moment. So I'd like you to firstly start with the eyes and the forehead, and I'd like you just to go in there and just say relax. And just take a nice breath, and with the breath, this relaxes you and centers you. And I'd like you to go into the brain as well, and starting through the right to the left side of the brain, just saying the words relax and peace. And like a river flowing, just allow it to come through the right brain to the left brain, back from the left to the right, allowing the brain to come into balance so not one side is competing with the other. And say those words as you breathe. I'm non-competition with myself, other people, other versions of myself, my ego. I'm not in competition in this process. So what I'd like you now is to bring the energy into the hair. Ask the hair to relax. Go into the crown energy and just say relax as well. And allow your crown to expand. Just start putting some intention of building energy into the crown. And just bringing this relaxation flowing through the forehead, across into the crown, to the hair. And it begins like a tornado energy. And allow yourself to see quite a few tornadoes in your crown chakra, clearing out all of those potentials which aren't going to grow you. All of those wasted dreams or wasted ideas of the future, which aren't from your own heart space, which are from other parts of yourself, which are programs. Allow this tornado to clear this and ancestrally balance this energy. So now allowing yourself to go into the heart. And I'd like you to bring the feeling of relaxation into your heart. Just tell the heart muscle, the valve, to relax. And I'd like you to bring a white light and allow this to go into the heart muscle as well. Allow any shadow or darkness or betrayal from the heart to be cleansed with this white light. Allowing the heart to go back to its natural resonance frequency of the natural heartbeat of you. The natural resonance of relaxation. Allow paranoia to be turned off. Allow anxiety to turn off. Allow all the worries of work or the worries of money or the worries of the future to be breathed away in this moment so a sacred space can be created. So just breathe, relax, smile. Allow joy to come into your heart as well. Allow joy to flow through the heart down into the legs. And I'd like you to bring a white light flowing down the legs, through the feet. And this is grounding energy. Connection energy to the lands and the ancestors who have walked upon the lands around you. You're allowing yourself to bring balance to your home. Allow you to feel the home and trust each and every room in your home or wherever you are. I'd like you to say those words to the ground. I trust you. Say the words to the house. I trust my environment. So now we're going to call to the eastern doorway of perception. I'd like you to allow yourself to feel or visualize the grandfather sun rising in the distance. And as this sun rises, this sunlight comes into your skin. And this sunlight heals any sickness or worry or any trauma from the blood. I'd like you to bring that sunlight just to go around the blood, just cleansing all parts of the blood. And allowing yourself to breathe, smile. Breathe and feel free into the moment of the now. We call to the eagle, the raven, the crow to come to us from the east, to fly high in the sky. The eagle's wings warm from grandfather's sun. And I'd like you to see yourself as an eagle, flying with the sunlight warming the wings, feeling free in your flight. And now we call to the energies of illumination and clarity to come into this space, allowing balancing to happen in the body. And now we look to the south and we create a ceremonial fire together. Picture yourself building the fire. I'd like you to start singing to those future ancestors, those ancestors you're going to be meeting in the future lives or this lifetime in the future. Start singing to them. Start opening and building communication of trust to them. So just to begin your building your fire while you sing, and say prayers into this wood and make it sacred as we call to those dreamers of the southern skies to join us. Remember to breathe. Remember to stop breathing so shallow. Allow the breath to go into the diaphragm. Allow it to ground you. The breath of life, the breath of the now, the breath of being here in the body. So now we call to the inner child from the south as well. I'd like you to bring your inner child to sit on your lap. And allow your inner child to play with your hair. Not just stroke your face. And I'd like you to look your inner child in the eyes as your inner child reminds you of innocence, reminds you of joy, happiness, and creativity. And now we look to the west. We call to the bear's dreaming lodge. We allow the bear to be the messenger of introspection, self-reflection of who we are, and allowing ourselves to go into those forgotten dreams and being courageous again, to allow balancing to happen, allowing ourselves to create within the universal laws again. That we are here for the Creator, we are here for expansion. And I'd like you to see bears in a circle around you. Feel them. Allow them to bring you messages of your own introspection, your own self in a dream weave, of those parts of yourself which you choose not to look at. Those people around you who you shouldn't hang around with, or partners you know it's time to move on and they're not growing you anymore. This is something which is very special to me because the bear allowed me to take my own next step of courage. And just breathe and allow these energies to come in. We call to the dreamers of the West, our own dreams and goals. And now we call to the North, the ancestors, grandmothers and grandfathers stand around us, reminding us of the great remembering of who we are and how special we are as humans. That we are here to change ourselves, and with the self-change we change this world. And we call to above the sky nations, the sky, the wind. Allow that energy just to come from above you. And below we call to the ground, the land. I'd like you to bring roots from your feet going into the earth. Allow some earth energy to flow through you. Allow it to ground you. Allow it to clear worry about being powerful, being strong. And now we call to the seventh direction within ourselves. I'd like you just to ask all the body to be protected. And as Laura says these prayer words, I'd like you to really receive them with love, with non-judgment, non-competition, non-hierarchical order as part of your code of peace. And remembering that you are a peacekeeper and peacemaker. And we are here to spread this message of peace. Oh.
So we've cleared all the discordant energies with the opening of sacred space. We've cleared all those projections. And we're creating a beautiful healing space now where we can see things clearer. So let's create this healing space. I want to take you to where the eagle soars. And I want you to, in this sacred space above you where the eagle's soaring, could be in a misty valley where you've been deep into the forest and you've come to a clearing. And as you walk softly into the clearing, you can pick up the sounds of the drums and the rattles of your ancestors coming to you through the forest. You hear the eagle above you with his familiar call, lulling you into the unseen worlds where we exist in other dimensions, other time streams. We're going to call on the energy stream of the moment, of the now. Show me my seen and unseen worlds beyond my current limited perspectives. Show me how to ride the incoming solar flares and the energetic upheaval, the shifting and separation of densities, so I may co-create with these new universal, galactic and solar energies by increasing my density of light and setting myself on a proactive self-healing course, learning to recalibrate to the new increased energies. I see on the edges of my horizon. It seeps with the collective fear that's been stoked by the global narrative, who need to use fear to control the ever-awakening masses as planetary and universal shifts shake the beds of the sleeping rainbow warriors and unceremoniously pulls back the duvets, calling for us to get up and pick up the torches of responsibility for right living on an ever-evolving planet. These energies of the moment are rampant with the potential of change if we can learn to overwrite and outcreate all the fear bombardment created to distract us and slow us down. The news stories may be true or false, but the fear effect is the same regardless. So now is the time to release those fears for all that happens or has happened or will happen on the global narrative stage. Entanglement with this only reinforces lack of power and lack of effectual change and adds to the flow of negativity and fear, handing our self-sovereignty back to an uncaring, self-serving system. The greatest change we can make with these energies is to use these energies of the moment to fuel our own awareness, raise our own frequency, so fear is never a match. This is the fifth world of peace, where atrocities would not be a frequency match, therefore not able to exist in that reality. When all our previous selves that made the best possible choices for us assemble on a single timeline, this is the individual journey available to us all. This is not a collective one-time mass awakening. It's an individual journey to our own fifth world of peace. In a world that was awake and aware the global narrative could not exist in its current form. Gaze deep into the misty veil, separating the uniworlds. The eagle soaring above reminds us of the higher perspective and that our ancestors had that higher vision by giving us the gift of their teachings and passing their wisdom in our DNA. They held the torches that we now hold. If you have any doubt, search your heart, and the eternal flame is within. Whether you choose to carry it as a conscious, aware being of choice is up to you. They prepared these paths to peace. The rattles and drums are calling us deeper into the forest. Release all bonds and agreements made without your full conscious awareness to the system with these words. I choose in this now moment to detach all my light bodies from the fear-based global narrative and align myself to the natural energies of Earth Mother. I re-establish a strong heart-mind connection, so I cannot be mind-led without the heart's input to bring the balance of spiritual wisdom to the equation. I center myself, I ground myself, I allow myself to be bathed in the glow of the earth's natural palette to color my life path, to listen to the natural sounds and recreate the ancestral ways of being, working and playing with the elements of earth, fire, water and air, communing with the standing nation, the sky nation, or our brothers and sisters and our children through the oral teachings that were lost when fear-based propaganda hijacked the media. I see now, as I co-create these prayer words with the algorithm of the moment, the great prodding and poking for change carried on these solar winds. They're a necessary evolution, regardless of how uncomfortable it might make us. The key to riding these, rather than being ridden over, is a blend of awareness, non-resistance, to accept and then use the energies as a tool of recreation and co-creation, aligning ceremony and daily practices to the energies to co-create potency and added life force. Deep now, held in the pine forest, I now search the unexplored depths of my dream world, knowing the energies flooding the planet will stir up the dream world. But by working precognitively with these energies, it may give me rapid advances in my dream world experiences. I now choose to set up a Dreamtime Lodge of Peace, so all those seeking union and communion in the dream world may have a place to come and thrive in the dreaming mind of Earth. I invite all peacemaker and peacekeeper aspects of myself to populate the Dream Lodge, to be used as an anchor point in a dream world that's being re-engineered by the solar flares, which blend dream worlds that have had barriers and separations for thousands of years. This solar flare shake-up removes boundaries and borders so that other realms and other aspects of the astral will be able to get into a dreaming frequency. This Dreamtime Lodge of Peacemakers creation accepts all those who need healing and reparation to their own ancestral realms. For there will be souls trapped in hell realms who may now be set free. The Dreamtime Lodge provides sanctuary to those dream worlds that have been hijacked by energetic dream world trolls, squatters, and entities who mean to do harm. The Dreamtime Lodge of my own creation and my own dreaming worlds is where I go to dream the great dream of peace and recalibrate the new dreaming frequencies. It is where I commune with my ancestors, and it is built in the Aurora Borealis, the dreaming home of the ancestors. I open it to all ancestors so we can all dream the great dream of peace. The creation of this prayer is my seen and unseen offering to all those struggling to find meaning and relevance in a chaotic world. With these prayers, I offer you the portal, an etheric window of opportunity to step out of the world into your natural co-creative energies with a streaming mind, to sculpt your own inner and outer landscapes, build your own dreaming lodge, or populate the dream lodge of Peacemakers creation. Ultimately, creating your own reality. The creation of this prayer is my sovereign responsibility, as I stepped forward long ago to offer my continued contribution in service to light, recognizing I do this with the endurance and stamina of a daily practice of interacting with the unseen, seeing myself as a new, changed particle of time and no time. I bring forth my due diligence to integrate these prayers into my life and to be a match to this shifting reality. I recalibrate and reset to new frequencies. I know the importance of a continued sacred practice to do this. And I take on these shifts one by one, so not to be overwhelmed by the new densities. The moment of no time now is expanded manyfold with these new particles of time. I recognize this is not instant gratification. This is a measured fit for the moment so I can have frequency matches revealed to me, which is how our future friends, family, and ancestors get to come into our lives as we make greater choices for now, which gives them newer and higher potentials. The energies of the moment demand we pay attention to aspects of our lives we've not acknowledged, that we've kept hidden and buried, aspects of ourselves no longer serving our own journey. This is the inner work, a continual process of self-examination of where we became heart disconnected and allowed programs to take over our lives, as we left our body and abandoned our conscious self-aware responsibility to enact positive change. Solar shake-ups are not easy for those in unawareness because it is our universal alarm clock as we all seek the same answers to the mysteries of the cosmos. Being forced out of our comfort zone may be just what it takes to remember why we came and why we dream this dream, the great dream of peace. With these prayers, I give potentials to past and future generations that didn't have those potentials before I took up this responsibility. It is there for all those awake and aware enough to take on the custodianship of their DNA lineage and mantle of responsibility for the healing needed within that lineage. It is my choice as karmic resolution. In a clearing in the forest, I see the sky nation blue and endless through the treetops. I lift my head and call to Great Mystery and Great Spirit. I know we are creating it all, and we are creating it all so others may have a greater experience too, and that's our contribution in service to the unseen world. My dreaming body is off doing things needed to make manifestations in the seen world, for everything in the seen world has an unseen value to it, and I recognise that all those in one degree of separation add something to my living algorithm, seen and unseen. With the inner work and self-healing, I know that every time I provide an avenue of healing for others, that I get healing too. I'm now fully aware that the moment of now is greatly expanded from the solar flares, and that for those who are multidimensionally aware, expanding with these energies out-creates that system of domination and control, which is totally unprepared for our sudden uptake of life force. I acknowledge my dreaming self, who is on a mission because my dreams will have direct impact on my physical reality, with similar themes and concepts revealing them. I am now a sovereign, awake being committed to finding courage, coping skills, and staying power through my daily practice. I have due diligence to myself. I outcreate the weaponization of freedom. I accept challenging situations to strengthen my muscles of resilience and overcome resistance to create my journey. My prayers here and every prayer I have created comes from this self-aware heart connected being whose ancestral wisdom flows strong and potent, recognizing they lived and breathed and learnt and relearnt the lessons and held the wisdom for us to pick up and continue the journey. The energies of this prayer of the moment remind us to do just that. Aho.
Aho. So just allow those words just to go into your heart, your body. Allow yourself just to feel the rhythm of the prayer and all those beautiful words and expansions Laura spoke. And allow that prayer energy to inspire you now to move forward onto a new path, a new change where you're allowing yourself to begin self-practice, self-creation, self-happiness, that you are on the road to the great mystery, the great spirit lodge. You're allowing yourself to walk through the woods, walk through the trees on the way to the great spirit lodge. And no matter what will come in front of you, allow yourself to not be changed fully by it. Allow yourself to walk past the darkness, seeing the lessons and the values it brought to you on your own journey. And allow yourself to rattle as you walk through the forest, allowing yourself to connect to the Earth Mother's heartbeat. This is your own prayer grounds, your own space to change, to become better day by day. Allowing myself and Laura to assist you on listening to our words and our intentions for our own journey, as we are not faking it to make it. We are allowing ourselves to experience joy, happiness, and some of the hardships and challenges we go through. Spirit is always there with you. Even at times you don't feel spirit, spirit is there. And prayer is a dedication and action of you saying, I am connecting to spirit. I am connecting to no time. I'm allowing myself to go into synchronicity and understand that I do have a flow of who I am. I allow this flow to flow through me because we are the ancestors. We are the red blood and red road ancestors dancing back to the great remembering, speaking to those blue road ancestors around us. Aho.
That's beautiful, Dale. And I don't think it matters whether you live in an apartment in a city, whether you live in the suburbs like I do, or out in the countryside. You can record a meditation of your own, or listen to one of ours, or listen to the many that are out there. But in your mind, you can take yourself to the other space, to that other space. You can take yourself through meditation with a great daily practice of meditation. Take yourself journeying to these other places, to the forest. Hear that eagle call. Hear the rattle and drums of your ancestors. Remember who you are. As Dale said there here, that connection with us is to remind us of who we are. We are our ancestors living now. We are here now so that we can do our best to weave together everything that's needed for the fifth world of peace. All is not lost, whatever they tell you on the news. It's not lost. We're carrying that eternal flame in our hearts, and it's our sovereign choice every day whether we're going to step up and do our great work. And even those who aren't spiritual, they still do their great work, maybe in unawareness. But those of you who are watching this, who listen to Andrew, you have a great deal of awareness around you. You know it's your sovereign choice, and you know you can step out of mediocrity anytime you want to and change your life. Both Dale and I have changed our lives with prayer. Prayer has been fundamental on our journey, and prayers take many, many forms. Sometimes I will do ceremonial prayer like Dale. Sometimes I will talk to the ancestors before bedtime. But I talk to them, it's not even a belief, it's more than a belief, it's a knowingness that they are there, they're listening, and we're co-creating. And the solar energies that are coming now and will intensify, I think there's some more in a couple of weeks again. It's happening on and off all the time. Just ride those, like we said in the prayer. Ride those with the full intention of connecting to your unseen world, and see what changes you can make in your life just with 10 minutes of a day of a bit of dedicated practice with prayer, with meditation, with song, with dance, and with anything that brings joy to you. Get to walk in the park if you live in the city. Connect to nature. It's back to connecting to those natural energies, something we have been saying as long as we've been doing the shows, and getting back to you, getting back to your heart-spaced awareness, getting back in your body and enjoying your life. It's all there for every one of us, and at the end of the day, it is going to be a matter of your perspective, whether you're prepared to take up that mantle of responsibility to do your self-healing. Put some money aside and go get a cranial sacral therapy. Go and get a massage which shifts the energies. Go and learn something new. Go and learn something creative. Anything that gets you out of this constant routine that we do get ourselves in. Get out there and renew yourself and renew your passion and connection to the unseen world and to nature and to this world and to the natural earth energies, because it can change your life.
Beautiful, Laura. Beautiful. So what would be good, I feel, is we're going to send the link out. If you want to come on the show and have a reading, have some help, or just speak to us, or how that was for your experience, that prayer journey. So what I'm going to do is Joel sent out the link for you. All you have to do is basically click on it, come onto the Restream room, and we'll bring you in. So we're offering readings, or just if you want to chat, or how your experience was. That was incredible, Laura. How was that for you?
Yes, I loved it. It's something I put together a long time ago from something of Andrew's. I mean, we all know that his words in there, but that was how I learnt. But they resonated with me, and I suddenly thought, we've got these solar streams, we've got all this high energy coming in now. How are we going to inspire people to actually step into those energies and co-create with them? Everything is really about co-creation. Your whole life is about how you co-create with the seen and the unseen world. And when people acknowledge there's an unseen world that has an effect on them, and they can have an effect on that for the good of all, then I think that's wonderful.
And so we are in a solar maximum early at the moment. So we have had some very intense solar flares. 2 weeks ago, was it? When was that? I believe it was a week, just over a week ago.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
So we haven't had it that intense in 20 years. That was the last time.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw the aurora borealis down here,
down
at the
south
bottom
of the UK.
South of UK. You all saw in America as well. So there are these magical moments we can receive and understand that when we look at the aurora borealis, they are our ancestors. That is the dreaming mind of the earth, where the ancestors reside. So next time, if you do see the aurora, start saying prayers to the skies. Start saying prayers and offerings to them, because that's what it's all about, reminding and remembering of who we are, honoring those ancestors. Because when we cross over onto the blue road of spirit, all we want to do is be remembered. Remember for trying and changing ourselves to make this world a better place. And instead of trying to change people, change yourself. Allow yourself to grow. And the more you grow, the more others will grow around you, and the more alignment will happen. So we've put the link in as well for the chat. So if you want to come in just to chat or have a reading or just talk about the prayer and what's gone on in this show, I dare you. So as Andrew says, come on chicken shits.
Come in and talk to us.
Come in and talk to us and allow us to help you have a conversation.
I think one good way, if you're wanting to do some ancestral work, is do your family tree. We talk about that now and again on shows, don't we?
Yes.
Go on to ancestry.com, or if you're in the UK, it's ancestry.co.uk, and start your family tree, because the connection you'll feel, hopefully, is just amazing. And it just means it gives you something where you can feel the interconnectedness with them, and you can visit places they've lived and so on. We have someone in the chat.
We do. So we have onto the room, we have Christina. Hello, Christina.
Hello.
Hi, darling. Hi. Where are you calling from?
From Florida.
Florida?
I can't hear you next to your mic.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we
can just hear. You said Florida, Christina?
Yes. Florida, US.
Okay, cool. How are you today?
I'm great. Oh gosh, I'm really nervous, and I'm really grateful to be here.
Oh.
And I've been listening to you guys for a while, and yeah, it's wonderful to talk with you and be here.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
It's wonderful to have you on here. Don't be nervous. You should have seen me when I first started my shows with Andrew, Christina. I was very, very nervous, but I don't know. Somehow with practice you get over it. And if you video yourself talking, you'll get over it too. It just takes a while. It takes a while. So how have the solar energies been for you, and have you seen the aurora borealis?
I have not seen the aurora borealis myself. I would love to. I've even heard that some people here in Florida have seen it, which is really interesting. I guess my experience with the solar activity that's been going on is it's been up and down and very dramatic, but I feel like things are coming into alignment actually for me right now. There's a big redemption arc theme in my life right now, and I'm super grateful for that.
That's beautiful. So, do you have any sort of daily practice, Christina?
My daily practice is really like built on prayer. Like that's like the strongest foundation of what I do daily. And I've been going into the woods every day lately with my dog and my son. And just, taking in the woods and going for a hike and practicing gratitude and, talking with ancestors. My mom she passed away 3 years ago, and she was very, we were very close. And so I talk with her every day still and feel her presence every day. And actually, like during your prayer, it was a really powerful experience for me because I really felt her presence.
That's beautiful. Do you write prayers of your own? Or can you just say out loud prayers off the top of your head when you're in the woods?
I just say them out loud. I've never although actually, I take that back. I have written prayers before. And that's something that I've been trying to incorporate more, actually, is writing them down. Because last year I was going through a difficult time, a bit of a scary time, actually. And I wrote a prayer, and it was actually quite miraculous, how quickly I noticed an answer, the very next day, actually. So writing them down does seem to be very powerful.
Yes, it is. It's another form of alchemy. You're grounding the spoken word, and so much more. That's just beautiful.
Can I ask you, so have you ever done any work on your past?
Works on my past?
As in a work to start working on the past selves of you?
Yeah, so I've done work myself, as in I've prayed about it and I've done meditations and things of that nature. I've never really collaborated with other people or seen the opportunities to do so. As far as just going to a specialist such as you guys and what you do, but that's something that I would love to do. And I mean, actually, that's kind of what I want to do in life, period. Eventually, is work with people in that sort of sacred way. But yeah, to answer your question, I've done meditations and things on my own to work on my past self, and also a lot of inner child communication, I guess you could say, and just work in my imagination realm and visualization. I don't know if that answers the question, but
what's your situation now? You've got a child or children?
Yes.
Okay.
I have one son.
How old?
10.
Okay. And do you work at all?
Right now I just do self-employment gig work.
Sorry, you do. Sorry, say it again.
Gig work?
Say that again, sorry.
We're missing that somehow.
I'm doing gig work right now. So delivery.
Gig work, sorry.
What, singing?
Sorry. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I
There you
can hear
go.
you better.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
explain what it is.
So it's delivery driving. So
Oh, okay.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
um, yeah, I'm actually looking for more secure work right now, and hoping and praying that I find something that will be in alignment, basically, because my schedule is a bit interesting with my son. I'm a single mom. He's he's special needs.
Okay.
So I would like to find something. I'm very willing to work. I've always had jobs. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah.
Have you ever had any hands-on treatment yourself? Have you ever had anything like a massage or CST? Have you done any of that before, or Reiki? Anything at all?
But I have had Reiki.
Okay.
Actually, I'm a Reiki 1 practitioner. I was very
Brilliant.
fortunate. Yeah.
Brilliant. Do you practice that at all?
Yeah. Um, I do. There are times where I do it on my son when he's sleeping, like every
Hmm.
night. And I'll do it on my dog.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, and I do
Um,
it for friends.
okay.
Have you had any body work done to you before?
Body work, as in like a massage.
Yeah.
Um, a little bit. I had a boyfriend last year who was like a very significant uh person. I think like this in my journey. Um, he opened me up to a lot of things, and he was a professional massage therapist at one time in his life, and he did some body work on me. Um,
How long ago was that?
that was, let's see, I guess almost a year ago now. Maybe a little more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I would recommend for you is your feet are really stiff and stuck, and it's like there's energy not able to, and your meridians of your feet not able to kind of like process properly. I highly recommend to start getting some footwork and clearing out your feet. I really recommend your hips as well. You need a lot of work on your hips and your tailbone. So as I'm looking into your body, your tailbone needs to have some sort of somatic release. Um, so deep tissue work on your hips, all the areas where you gave birth as well. Just start getting some really advanced, strong body work on the legs and the feet because you've got a lot of stress on you at the moment. And I think having that body work is just going to allow you just to clear it out and some of the things what have gone on to just feel it released in the body because it's just like stuck as memory in you at the moment. And like Laura and I have massage, it's so important. Once a year is not going to be enough. You're going to at least have to go see someone regularly once a month who can start really unwinding you and helping you. Then you can go through the process of learning about how important massage is. Maybe massage might be something you want to start learning, myofascial release, craniosacral therapy. But you've got to start understanding it more. You're not going to start understanding it from being at home. You're going to have to go out and start experiences, different practices, different modalities, so you can understand philosophy, the journey, analyzing yourself, analyzing the body, and what you can potentially do in your future. Because you could be an incredible practitioner, but
Mm.
you have to make steps to do that. And it's now time to start creating, getting work, going to see someone, and figure out where do I want to go? What does this modality, do I like it? But you're going to have to try them all out first and understand what's this, what's that, what's that. So for the journey for you, my own recommendation is save some money, start getting sessions, start doing trainings, and start trying to figure out a place. Maybe in your prayers, you start saying, where am I going to go next, Great Spirit? Direct
Mm.
me to my next future because I want to help people. But before I help people, I have to help myself. I have to heal myself. I have to learn advanced surgery or clearings on the past versions of you which have gone through trauma, because there is past versions of you which have gone through trauma. Maybe even things you're not choosing to look at. That's some of the things you're going to have to do for personal growth. And have fun. You've got an exciting journey ahead of you. It's now just time to start getting the tool in the box learning, healing yourself, different modalities, not just prayer, expand different things as well. So you've got many different tools in your box ready.
Yeah. That's what I would add to that. I see you need water energy to clear you. So if you can get to a jacuzzi, or a hot tub or something in water, Watsu, or even just swimming, but I'm also seeing waterfalls. So yeah, something where you can cleanse your tailbone like that. Okay, anything like that. Okay, is do you do what? How much spare time do you have at the moment?
Right now is a very unique time in my life where I feel like kind of a lot of spare time actually, but also not a lot. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. You thought you had more spare time, but suddenly it's used up. So you'll have to agenda. Okay, so you'll have to prioritize an agenda, that free time you have for you and your finances, and ask the ancestors, co-create with them, tell them that you're going to invest in your own healing and you want to learn as well. So you've got a double-pronged journey. So you want to do your own healing and nurturing, and you want to learn as well and promote your own journey, because it's never too late, honestly, to start learning anything. I didn't start CST until I was 59, 4 years ago. So you just take on anything. And then I'm just doing my counseling course with David Ellis, and I'm going to do a myofascial release course after this. I just think you can never stop learning, and you have a lovely, gentle presence about you. And when you get yourself qualified as any sort of hands-on practitioner, and you be able to earn money from that later when you do that self-healing journey, and start looking at what you can do in the future. Start planning now, because I think will be a very, very good hands-on practitioner. You have a lovely, compassionate, gentle energy about you. And also see you working with children, but maybe hands-on with children. I don't know. Their paths you're going to have to investigate yourself. Have you got anything to add to that, Dale?
Yeah, just expansion now is the time for you to grow. Coming into this solstice, create a ceremonial fire for yourself. Where am I going? What's going to happen? I'm going to trust great mystery on this, but I need to start creating action, turning action into knowledge and wisdom by going through many different modalities of learning them, having the experience of someone doing rolfing, releasing, myofascia, go to flotation tanks, start experiencing self-healing, then start figuring out where and what do I want to learn now? What do I want to expand myself and grow from? That's my advice for you. And you've got many different things out there, hell of a lot of things to choose from. The psychic surgery training, many different other trainings you can advance yourself at and go, right, where do I want to go to? Because I think you will find what you want to do, but you need to start experiencing it for yourself first and doing some more self-healing and self-nurturing and self-care.
Wow.
A lot to take on board there. Is there anything else you'd like to say, or anything you want to ask Christina?
Mostly just thank you. Thank you for that insight and wisdom, and I cherish that, and it really resonates with everything else that all the other messages I've been receiving, basically, like from the universe and my ancestors, and so I really, really appreciate it. I look towards the animal kingdom a lot too for messages, and I've been seeing the caterpillar.
Have you got pets? So. Have you got pets?
I do. I have a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's very sweet. This is.
Oh, he's gorgeous. Is that a husky? I can't. What sort of dog is it?
Yeah, he's a husky German Shepherd mix.
Husky, yes. Wow. Beautiful.
Wow.
And you chat away to him, I expect, do you?
Definitely. Oh, we talk all the time.
And he talks back to you and you can hear it.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you so much for calling in, Christina. And in a few weeks, call in again in like a month's time, see where you're at, see what you're doing. And it's, great to hear from you.
Thank you, darling. Thank you for calling in, and good luck. And get yourself some, trauma work, healing, whatever, and keep on with that beautiful daily practice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling.
See you soon, Christina. So, Laura, Quickie Massey.
I'm not going to go into how I got that name. Okay. Right, Dale. Anything else we want to cover on the show? Tell us what's coming up for you.
So, I have the soul surgery and psychic surgery training, which is available on... 1 second, I'm just going to put this up. I believe Joel tried to put it up and I did at the same time. So on the 13th and 14th of July, I've got the Psychic Surgery 1 training, where you'll basically learn how to do self-psychic surgery treatments, how to send treatments forwards and backwards in time, and how to learn being a grounded practitioner. So you'll have many different tool sets for you to advance for trauma work as well, for sending treatments forwards for important times on your own journey. You'll also include how to do inner work, how to do 1 degree of separation ceremonies, and how to learn to be a grounded psychic surgeon who can read energy fields, learn how to be in trust with who you are, learn how to scan your body and scan of a client's body, and have a knowingness in being a grandmaster. So if you want to come onto the road of being a grandmaster energy healer, I've done many, many sessions, and through my time, obviously meeting Andrew and working alongside Andrew in sessions in many different settings as well. It's changed my life, and that's why I'm here. One of my many contracts in this lifetime is to be a psychic surgeon, which I've been in many, many millions of other lives as well. And it's natural to me. And I know I've got there is a YouTube video on Andrew's about my journey and my galactic history about psychic surgery for myself. And I've got many different hands which come out my back and loads of weird, cool shit went on. So I'd advise you to go back into Andrew's library and look for the reading Andrew gave me all those years back in 2012, I believe it was. And from there, I set up practice, I set up training, and here we are in 2024. So yes, brilliant, Laura.
Thank you. That sounds great. So if any of you wonder how we got to where we are now, do you know what? It's a journey of, self-belief, self-healing, all the things we're talking about, putting yourself out there, acquiring skills and having that heart connection and that ancestral connection, and working with the unseen world and knowing that they're here for your greatest good. Knowing that your connections that you're making, if you're doing sacred space and you're doing spiritual hygiene and you're doing the due diligence, then you're going to connect with your good, true and beautiful ancestors, and they will help you on your journey along with great mystery and great spirit. It's just putting in that time, as Andrew said, courage, commitment, and discipline, none of which are mystical. He's always saying they're not. But also joy, and find joy in your life. Get yourself out of the mundaneness. Invest in yourself. Invest in your own joy, and don't feel guilty for doing so. And if you'd like to talk to us, Dale does private sessions. I'm an ancestral medium, so for a long time I've been really interested in my ancestors, not just DNA lineage, but I suppose maybe particularly DNA lineage, because I grew up a lot with my grandmother and her siblings. So there's a huge connection there for me. And as I said about doing your family tree and so on, they are incredibly supportive. and around you all the time, should you choose to connect to them. But you do have to keep up that prayer. Prayer is a two-way process. So keep doing that. Don't give up. Use the solar energies to help you propel yourself forward. And as I say, if you'd like to come and talk to me, and we'll go to my ancestral fire, or your own ancestral fire, and we'll connect with your ancestors. That is my speciality. And you can keep that connection going after the session if you choose. So you can find me at Laura2Feathers with the number 2 at gmail.com. I think Dale and I will be back the same time next week. We're planning on this being a weekly show. Our next show will be Tuesday Talking Stick, okay, where we have the Paranormal Rangers and a fabulous lady called Debbie Hatswell, who is the UK leading paranormal specialist, especially with Bigfoot, UFOs, and so on. So that's going to be a good show, Dale.
Yes, and we have Michelle Miners as well from the Paranormal Rangers coming on and joining us for the Talking Stick show, which will be at 7 p.m. UK time, and that's
2 p.m. EDT and 11 a.m. PST.
And also as well, if you're listening on Rumble or YouTube, please put a like and a comment on the channel. We really appreciate that and all the support. And thank you for an incredible show, Laura. And for all those listening, good night, good morning, wherever you are.
Thank you, everybody.